right, back again. So we've got the body deal day for the CHUCKWORKSRC drag, mid-motor drag slash conversion, which I happen to set my Nova body on, but we had some parts show up. So one of the parts is for an Arma, some spur gears. More parts that showed up, some shocks for Arma. And I believe we have some drag build parts show up. So we're going to get to opening these up before we reveal what body won the voting. And after the first video of me asking everybody to vote, I was, can't lie, a little disappointed, for my taste anyway. The Ford truck, the F100, had a lot of votes, and the Ford truck on a two-wheel drive slash is way too wide on a drag slash, and I don't know how I would have got that body to kind of work without, you know, 3 inches of suspension extension, which really wouldn't work good drag racing. And then the other one was the C10, another very wide truck. But here is our Proline transmission that's going to be going in this build. It is a heavy duty transmission, which was just re-released. As you know, they pretty much got rid of this transmission, and they brought it back. So thank God, because we really need that for this build. And then this one's from A-Main. And RC Guy Garage has got me buying at A-Main now, because of his experience at A-Main. So, drag race concept. So this is one of the 2 parts that we need. We're still waiting from A-Main, and I don't know why it's separate, but this is the wheelie bar brackets that are going to go with, I believe, our aluminum wheelie bar mount. Now, these could take the place of these, I'm not sure, but I know with that wheelie bar, it says that we need these brackets, so I ordered them anyway. So we might not need them because the Chuckworth come with this, but we'll find out. And you guys are wondering what the part number is. Wheelie bar mount from Drag Pack Mid Motor is number 346-0003, and you can get these at A-Main. They do stock the wheelie bar and this wheelie bar mount. And when purchasing it, the wheelie bar, there's a notation if you read it to buy those mounts. So always make sure you read the notation. So, like I was saying, the C10 was another one. And I have a C10 body. And you can see how wide and square this body is. And on a drag build, let me show you guys what I mean. Now, this is the J Concepts. Let me get this over here. You can see, without running banded arms, that the wheels stick out. That's why I have the body so high in the front. So I would have to run banded arms in the back. You might be able to trim and get away with the slash arms up front, but this theoretically should have banded arms all the way around. And that would bring it in. Now these are the standard slash arms that are on this, and as you see, I have it cambered in that I still got to fix. But this body, overwhelmingly, see if I can even find, So here's how it would fit. And I'm gonna bring you guys down so you can see the wheel gap. So the front basically is so far in that it looks funny. The rear is not too bad on the C10, even though it's got a mile of gap in between the fender. The front is really bad, and the slash arms are the extended arms, so it's really, as you see, looks funny. At least it does to me. You can see how far in those wheels are. And the back is pretty much the same way. And the Ford truck body is meant for a standard slash. With the standard wheels that bring it way out for, you know, off-road. Not really drag, and that's why it doesn't say drag on the bodies. But luckily, a drag body did get voted in after the second video. After the first video, the Ford truck won, hands down. And you can see here is my slash chassis, all set up, low profile chassis or low center of gravity chassis for the Nova body. And this is the J Concepts build, and that's why I have J Concepts drag wheels on it, and I built that the J Concepts way. But now we're doing the CHUCKWORKSRC. So let's see what body you guys voted in. You know, I was really hoping, I'm going to tell you right now, I was hoping for the Grand National. Even the El Camino. But, you know, El Camino came in second. Grand National only had, I think, 1 or 2 votes on the Grand National. So it wasn't even close. But this body, which is the 1985 Chevy Camaro IROC Z. So we will be doing an IROC body. There's the part number 3564-00. And this is clear body for slash 2-wheel drive drag car. This is a drag body. And you can see that the rear wheels are tucked and the front wheels are sunk in a little bit. And that's Proline's design, kind of like the Octane. The whole Octane line. The Protoform design. So, you know, kind of a cool little body. But they do have, you know, the 71 Camaro, the 69 Chevy Camaro Z28. They have a Mustang, which are all drag body, or slash bodies, not drag bodies, slash bodies. So let's get this thing opened up. Yeah, see, the front's perfect and the back is perfect too. The wheel's going to come right to the edge. You see that? So the wheel's right to the edge. So we're going to give it a little camber in, possibly. And then the sticker pack. And then Proline's body pack. That's what comes in this bag. So I think this is a good choice for a drag car. It's not one that I would have picked, honestly. I do like the IROC. In, I want to say 91 or 92, my stepdad had bought a brand new IROC Z in the blue. And I remember in high school getting in trouble. He was off on vacation. I'm going to call it vacation. But he was gone for a couple weeks. And I grabbed the keys, 0 miles on it. And was driving it to school, picking up all my friends. And he showed up to school and whooped my butt for taking that car. But I've always been into cars. And my dad knew it, so he didn't whoop my butt that bad. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this. Don't throw this away on the back. This is the wing mount for these bodies. I see a lot of people cut out their bodies and then throw this away, not realizing that this is the wing. The Bug did the same thing. The dung beetle was the same way. So I'm going to just do a rough cut just to get the wing off of here. I'm kind of glad that I let the viewers vote on this, because it's a body I don't think I would have bought. I really would have bought the Grand National if the vote was up to me. So now that we got that wing off, I need to make some room on my bench. First thing I do is cut the wheel wells out. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to trim this edge all the way around so I can cut my wheel wells properly. All right, now that we got that out of the way, makes it a lot simpler to cut. So the first thing I'm going to do is put a couple straight cuts. You guys have seen me do this just recently. So I'm going to bring the straight cuts right up into where I need to start doing my angle cuts. I don't think on this body I'm going to show everything as far as cutting the body, because I just did a video on this. Now, these wheel wells are going to go higher, but I'm going to cut the original line first because it is marked out. So I'm going to cut the lower of the two. And this body is a lot easier to cut than the 2mm body I just finished cutting. So these are way easier. Quick tip. When cutting straight, use the back of the scissors. When cutting a curve, use the tip of the scissors. So if you need to go straight, really open up your scissors and get to the back of it. If you're cutting a curve, then use the far tip of it. So once we do that, the next step is, let's do the straight cuts. Right to the bumper. I am going to lose that edge. And we're going to do this side cut. And you can see, there's our first line. We're going to cut to that line. And I don't use the little scissors for this because the straighter you can, the longer pair of scissors you have, the straighter this cut's going to be. Which means less work later on. Get you the idea of what you're trying to do, what you're trying to accomplish. That one's already cut. Now there is a cutout here for the wheelie bar, which we're going to get to, but we're going to go straight across for now. keeping with our straight cut. And that's all she wrote. Do some final trimming up here. Now, it should be long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lose these Proline mounts. There we go. So please vote down below on the color. I think we're going to have to run some bandit arms on this thing in the rear. Most definitely. The front's good with the Proline, but the rear is going to need some bandit arms. So I'll have to check and see if I have some rear bandit arms. Now I am hitting in this corner here, so I'm going to move this back a little bit so I can center the front wheel. That's why I was telling you guys I really needed the body. Looks like I still got to give it more in the rear. The front's not doing half bad. But that's going to be our rough cut for this body until I get the bandit arms on there. So let me get this wing trimmed out. I don't mind these wings. These little plastic wings. Now I can't see that line. I can't see that line, so what we're going to do is we're going to draw on it. I'm getting reflections on it. So when you can't see something, go ahead and draw on it. Make sure you draw on the outside, because that's where the protective cover's at. Just take a Sharpie, and then you can really see that line. Oh, it's forcing me to the inside. My handle is hitting the edge of the wing. Now I need the curved scissors. Because as you see, there's going to be a curve that way, curve that way. We're going to go in and out. So this is pretty much straight. We're going to curve in till we get to the next curve. Flip our scissors around. Do our curve the other way. And we're going to go straight for a minute. See how my scissors are crooked, but I'm cutting straight. Now we need to curve. Flip our scissors around because we got to curve the other way now. And this is how I do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way. But we are just cutting on a line. Now I could switch out to the little straights right here. And that's why I have the straight scissors. Making sure our handle doesn't hit. Right up into the curve. And we're going to curve out. Flip them around. We're going to curve the other way. And this is the part that bolts up to the back of the body. Now there should be screws, I think, in the bag to bolt this to the back of that body, back of this body. Should be little screws and plastic nuts. Give it that curve. Back to our straight. These are 99-cent store scissors right here. They're not the sharpest. They were my kids' kindergarten scissors, is what they were. So they're, you know, rounded on the point, so they don't hurt themselves. I'm gonna flip this around. And that's our back wave cut, which is nice and to the outside of the line. We got the side cut. We're going to round off these sharp corners. And that's enough for now. And the way this is going to go up is this usually bolts right back here. Just like that. And that's going to be our IROC Z drag body. So, with that said, I really need you guys to vote down below on a color scheme now. What color are we going to paint this body? We're going to take a vote again, see what you guys want. We're going to do red, we're going to do blue. I don't really want to do two-tone paint. I want to do a solid color. I just don't want to put that much time into it because this will be our drag body, unlike that's my Shelf Queen body. So I don't want to put a ton of time into it. I want to get it a solid color and of course add unique touches to it. So, you know, maybe some black down on the little black accents depending on the color we choose. And I do want to be able to see it. But we can do a solid black. You know, me, because based off my dad and him buying this car new, I would love to see a candy blue. Fluorescent blue with some metal flake in it, some light metal flake, but basically a darker blue. But please comment down below. Darker color will go really nice with the chrome wheels. Comment below what color you guys want to see. Thank you for watching. We now know we'll be building an IROC body, and it looks sweet. Definitely a good choice by you guys. So whoever picked the IROC, nice choice, guys. You can see, definitely love the look of this front end. So there we go, IROC. We are rocking the IROC drag body. This is my first IROC drag body, so definitely a good choice. I do like the wing on the back of this. I think it's pretty cool. Might have to attempt to make the wing carbon fiber. But there we go, guys. Like I said, I'd love to see blue, but we're gonna leave it up to you guys. So like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys on my next video.